Next on BNI Mid-America TV, it's the Gold Club Member Spotlight Show. Gold Club members have sponsored 6 or more people into BNI, and they are here to share their secrets with you. If you want to improve your inviting techniques, then this is the show for you. And now, our host, Jennie Bellinger.
Welcome to another episode on BNI Mid-America TV on YouTube. This is the Gold Club Member Spotlight Show, and I'm your host, Jennie Bellinger. I'm with Level Up Coaching LLC, and today I am talking with Phil Webster. Phil Webster is with Teutopolis Auto Sales. Did I say that right?
You got it. You nailed it. Boom.
Yes. I should have practiced that beforehand.
You didn't need to.
Awesome. Phil is with Teutopolis Auto Sales, and he has been a BNI member for about, is it 3 years now?
2
years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I understand you are one of our newest Gold Club members. Is that true?
That is true.
How exciting is that? So, Phil, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and it's an honor and a pleasure.
Oh, well, we're so glad to be able to give this opportunity to you to be able to help spotlight you as a member of our Gold Club. So first thing I want to ask you, Phil, is, well, first of all, what chapter are you with?
So I'm in BNI Rise, which is referrals increase success every day. And the name just helps us keep top of mind what we're supposed to be doing as BNI members. Living out giver's gain and searching for referrals on an everyday basis. So that's the reason for the name and the acronym, and we try to take that very serious. And I am currently the president of the chapter, and super excited about that. And then what was the rest of the question about?
Yeah, I was just asking, what chapter are you a part of? Can you let everybody know where you guys are located?
Okay, so we're in Effingham, Illinois, which is right in the middle of the state between St. Louis and Indianapolis, and a couple hundred miles south of Chicago. And no one knows about that. When you come through, you'll see a giant cross. Mm-hmm. Very proud to have the cross in our neighborhood and to stand there and stand proud of our moral and Christian foundations of this community.
Love that. That is so good to hear. So yeah, you guys are out in Effingham. So you guys are really at this point kind of a chapter that started because you guys wanted this BNI thing, and you guys are now the first chapter in your area, and fingers crossed you guys will be able to help a lot of businesses grow through what you guys have put together.
Absolutely.
Now let's focus on you a little bit. So can you tell everybody who's watching this, who is your ideal client?
So my ideal client is someone who wants and needs a different vehicle, reliable transportation. I do sell used cars, and that can be with just a few miles. I do specialize in, I'm going to say $10,000 to $20,000. In that price range is what you'll find on my lot. And then of course I've got trucks too that it's gotten very hard to get a truck under $20,000 that's in what I call good, workable, lastable order. But so I'm just looking for anybody that's looking for a vehicle. We're low pressure, so we're not going to call you, haggle you. We're not going to take you into the back room and tie you up. But so if you want to take it slow, that's great with us. We'll let you sit in the car, drive the car, that kind of thing. So, and then I also hunt down vehicles. If I don't have what someone's looking for on the lot, I can find it pretty quick and still get them a great deal. We do specialize in credit rebuilding help. So a lot of people, especially in the last year, have had maybe lost a job, maybe had to file bankruptcy, maybe maybe that's all in their past and they are on their road to recovery, but their credit took a hit or something. And so we have what we call guaranteed credit approval, where we can get them in a car and get them the terms they need. And it still reports to all three credit bureaus, so they're building their credit back up. And I've been doing that program for about 12 years now, and it's been really neat. I've had people come back and say, thank you so much. I was able to buy a house last week because you helped me rebuild my credit by buying a car. So that's the kind of person I'm looking for, that, to help in that way. And if you got great credit, we can obviously get you great terms if you're looking to finance a car. So
right. No, but I love hearing that. And it's those kinds of stories that that BNI members can walk away with and be able to share with people who are in their lives who are maybe dealing with that. And so when somebody says, oh man, I need a new car, but I don't know how I'm going to pay for it because I don't have great credit, then a BNI member can go, oh, well, I know somebody, Phil
right.
Webster, you need
Exactly.
to talk to Phil, right?
Exactly.
So those stories are what people will hold on to.
And
so
as we're sitting here I'm sitting here in Marion, Illinois, telling you about Teutopolis Auto Sales. So I just opened a location in Marion. So I do have some coverage range that hits where I know there's a lot of BNI Mid-America members. So
yeah, absolutely. So for those of you who are in the St. Louis and St. Charles area, you may or may not be familiar with the fact that Marion is down by Carbondale. So in the very southern tip of Illinois, where we do have 5 other chapters as well down in that area. So you do have quite the reach down there now in order to help those members find vehicles for people in their lives through working with you, which I think is really cool.
Yes.
So what can you tell us? So you've been a member for a little over 2 years now. What is your best BNI success story?
So here is my best BNI success story, and that I have for my personal self. And I look so forward to every Thursday morning when we get to meet. And when I first got involved with BNI, I had a member, we weren't a chapter yet, and I didn't know there was a chapter forming. And so when I was approached, I was like, there's no, I looked into this 5 years ago, there was no chapter in our area. And that is a big job to start a chapter. And at that time in my business, I did not have the time or qualities to take on that task. And so anyhow, I just set it aside so it'd be 7 years ago now. And I actually talked to Victor back then because I had heard from other people. I have a repair shop as well in Teutopolis that's called Webster Tire and Auto. And I had networked with some other shop owners across the country that were telling me, hey, I got $253,000 worth of referrals from my BNI group last year. And I kept hearing that from people from Indiana, people from New York, people, shop owners from Florida. And I'm like, what is BNI? And, how do I get involved? So anyhow, that success story in itself, that Jay Mix, our founding president of our chapter, took on that job of starting a chapter in Effingham. And so that's the start of it. And just the rest of my success story is, I don't know about you or other people in business. And I know positive attitude is one of our core values. And I try to live that out very much every day. And when Thursday comes along, sometimes in business, we've been kicked around a little bit. And so every Thursday morning is a huge boost to my attitude and gives me the strength and courage and improvement in my attitude to finish off the week strong. And so I'm going to call that my BNI success story. I can tell you some other stories if you want them, but they have to do with other members that I've seen succeed. We've had people in our chapter do business with members in Chicago, in New York. And so that's really neat to see as well. And to see other members that are truly living out the giver's gain mentality. And so that's been very neat as well.
I think that's awesome. I love that, because some people, when asked about their best BNI story, might automatically think to how much money they've made. And, I think it really goes to show how much of a great leader you are, that you refer back to those core values and that positive attitude, and how much that really plays into the rest of your business week and how that helps you. So I think that's a really, really cool, number one, mindset, and number two, a great success story. Because I think you're absolutely right. My chapter also meets on a Thursday morning, and I do look forward to seeing those people and the smiling and the joking, and even on Zoom, you can still tell how much we love being around each other and knowing each other and being a part of one another's lives, not just for the business aspect, but for the relational aspect. And that positive attitude comes across because of the love we have for each other. So
absolutely,
I can definitely see that. So now, as I mentioned before, you are one of our newest BNI Gold Club members. So you may not have had necessarily the opportunity to fully participate in the Gold Club yet, but based on the fact that you're now in it, what's maybe one of the benefits that you're looking forward to being able to take advantage of now?
Truly, being part of the Gold Club, I hope that, that I can continue to invite and encourage people to join BNI. And so I'm working on some other shop owners from across the country, and not just so that I can help a chapter in another area grow by getting some of these guys into BNI. I also want to see some other gold members within my chapter. And so we're working on that. There's one or two that have really been strong on the visitor invites, as well as getting those visitors to become members. And so I'm hoping to see a couple more Gold Club members in BNI Rise here in the next few months to a year. Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome. I think it's so neat that your favorite benefit is that you get to be a role model. That's so cool. Love that. That's good, because again, and I do want to take this time to point out, in case somebody hasn't told you yet, as a BNI Gold Club member, in addition to being a role model and having that level of credibility and visibility that we receive as Gold Club members, we have actual, tangible benefits, including you're going to get a cool new name badge to wear when you go back to meeting in person someday. And we have Gold Club exclusive parties that where we can all come together and network. Someday when we have, in person, like large training events or large, our spring gala, for example, we usually get a preferred pricing as a Gold Club member as well. So, and that's just the very beginning of the Gold Club benefits. I personally, when I became a member, one of my favorite benefits that I found was that when I have a one-to-one with a Gold Club member, the referrals that come out of that in both directions close at a higher conversion rate.
Okay. Awesome.
Gold Club members get it. They think differently about networking, and they are able. I've literally had clients come my way because of a Gold Club referral, where the person basically said, "Hey, so-and-so said I need to talk to you. So basically I just need to know which coaching package I need and how much is it going to be, because I trust so-and-so." Right. And so it's so nice that they've already given that third party validation of the credibility. So I don't have to sell myself, and hopefully that you're starting to see the benefits of that as well.
Right. You just have to follow through and
exactly
and live up to those huge expectations that they set for you.
Yeah. Just have to deliver. That's all.
Awesome.
Good. So you can begin to look forward to things like that as well, Phil. So just keep your eyes open for those additional benefits coming your way as a Gold Club member.
Excellent.
And the last thing I'd like to go over with you or ask with you, because you've been a member for around 2 years. You've just become a Gold Club member, that's a really good time frame. You know, obviously you helped build a new chapter, so that's going to help you become a Gold Club member. But what would you say is one piece of actionable advice that another BNI member can implement in their own inviting process, or how to find visitors, or what's a piece of actionable advice that would help somebody increase their visitor numbers?
So first of all, you got to start with that positive mental attitude. So we're just going to call that PMA, and I'm borrowing that from the book Positive Mental Attitude. But that's obviously one of our core values, because sometimes when you approach a business owner or business person, sometimes they're beat up themselves. And when you approach them with a positive mental attitude saying, hey, I want to help you grow your business, even if that means helping you find a business coach so you can, a business coach can help you relieve stress and, maybe make you a little happier than you are right now, which will make your life as a business person a whole lot better. Or, maybe your business is slow right now. I've got 26 other business people that would love to do business with you and open up their referral networks to you. And persistence, I found over time that timing is key, just because now, and hitting them multiple times throughout a 6-8 month period is very strong. And sometimes it just takes that long for them to say, okay, I heard this from you. I heard this from 10 other members in the chapter. Maybe I should come check it out. And just keep it that simple as, hey, just join us on a Thursday morning and see what you think. All I'm asking for is an hour and a half of your time, probably not even an hour and a half. We get in, we run the agenda, and we, get down to business and have fun doing it, and just come check it out. So simplicity, being persistent, and being positive and enthusiastic when you approach them, and also approach them in multiple ways. When I first started with BNI, I was very excited, and there were days I would visit 20 businesses. And so, because we needed to get to 20 so we could launch as a chapter, and I was like number 17. And so, we only needed 3 more people to come on board. And that startup has, me doing that got us to launch the chapter just a few months later. And then, so we had about a year of meeting in person until COVID hit. And I think it was even less than a year, because I think we launched in May of 19. And so it was less than a year that COVID hit. And when several of our members, we were up to 38 members, and when COVID hit, there was probably, I'm going to say 5 to 8 members that their business literally got shut down. And it's hard to keep them, if they can't be in business, it's hard for some people, and anyhow, so, and the growing pains of a new chapter, everybody not knowing the expectation, the time commitment that they committed to. So we have lost a few members, but I feel like, and I just listened to a podcast where it was a replay, but from just last week, I think, but where Dr. Meisner was talking about a rose bush, and in order to get the rose bush to grow, you have to prune. And so we had some pruning go on, and it's made our chapter stronger, and we're holding steady and growing. We just added a new member this week, and so we've been growing and adding members over the last several months. But anyhow, we did lose a few, and that's been okay.
No, absolutely.
Those people, but at the same time, it's part of the process. So
Yeah, absolutely. And especially given that, yes, you guys are definitely a newer chapter here in our region. And so there is a growth and learning curve that comes along with it. And then, oh, hey, by the way, we're also going to throw a global pandemic at you.
Yes.
Here you go. Right.
Yeah.
So but the fact that you guys have been able to, at this point, retain over and above what you started with is phenomenal. And the fact that you're back to growing again, keep it up. Because I think by keeping that positive mental attitude, as you said, and being persistent and consistent with what you're offering to other people, it definitely makes it easier for visitors to eventually say, you know what, I'm going to go check this out. Sometimes, if for no other reason, to get you to quit bugging me.
Right. Well, I will say some other success stories we've seen. We had a lawn professional, David Burrow, who was approached by Jay Mix in the very beginning. And our chapter met for almost 2 years before we launched.
Mm-hmm.
And David joined, I think he's been in, his renewals coming up this month or next month. So he's been in for about a year. And it just took him that long. He was just starting his business and stuff. But BNI blew his business up, and he is, he's like, so just because you ask somebody and now is not a good time, 6 months, 8 months, a year and a half down the road may be a good time. So always remember to go back and re-invite people. So because we've seen that where timing worked out better for them to join at a later date. And so that's been good for us in getting sponsoring another member that can help you, help you get to the Gold Club, and that helped me get to the Gold Club by keeping at it. So.
Absolutely. So, this is an on the spot question that just came up for me as you were talking about that, going back and re-inviting over time, because just because right now doesn't work doesn't mean it won't be an opportunity or a better time in the future. So do you have a way that you track who you've invited and when you invited?
We have this cool thing called BNI Connect. So if you've ever invited somebody, you can go in there and search. And if you've put them in Connect, they will be there. So I do use Connect very often to go back, and I absolutely, one of the things that I did that was very successful was a snail mail letter. I just did up this United States Army kind of Uncle Sam themed letter, and printed Uncle Sam saying, "I want you for BNI Rise." And when people opened it up, I usually at least got a phone call going, that was good. So anyhow, but use texting, email, phone, and in person. If there's any other method that I've missed, but usually if you hit somebody, several ways, that you'll get across to them that, hey, this might be something worth checking out. So
yeah, I definitely agree with that. Well, Phil, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, your expertise with all of us here on the show. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to help other members learn how to invite more persistently and consistently, and also reminding us that we have this amazing tool called BNI Connect that can help us track who we've invited, when we invited them, so that we can go back and see how to get how to invite them again, right? So thank you again.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Have a wonderful, great day.
Will do. So everybody, make sure if you're a member of Phil's chapter, please make sure you share this interview on social media to help get Phil a little bit more visibility in your network. And if you aren't yet subscribed to the BNI Mid-America TV channel on YouTube, please make sure you go subscribe to the channel as well, so you don't miss any future episodes. So thanks again, Phil, and everybody, stay tuned, because there's another episode showing up on the Gold Club Member Spotlight Show next week.
Thanks, Jeannie. Have a great one.
Thanks. You too, Phil.
For more information on how BNI can help you build your business, book your complimentary consultation with Virginia Moose-Keith at discoverbnimitamerica.com. BNI Mid-America TV is brought to you by the Bergman Insurance Group, your trusted source for Medicare information, education, and enrollment. Be sure to check out the show notes for additional information on how to contact today's host or guest about their business, and thanks for watching.